Michigan Out of Doors Magazine's OD is brought to you by Country Smokehouse of Almont, offering the best quality and satisfaction in homemade meats, sausage, and jerky. It's a Michigan destination. Check out the website at countrysmokehouseinc.com. And by Williams Gun Sight, located in Davison. Williams Gun Sight has Mid-Michigan's largest selection of used guns with over 2,000 in stock every day. Check out the website to view inventory and prices.
What I do on every bait is I bring this along for my molasses. I water down my molasses, real watery, and then every time that I come here, I spray scent this molasses as high as I can on all these trees. So when the wind picks up, those barrels smell it. And a lot of guys say that, when you start the four-wheeler or when you get to the bait, they hear the four-wheeler and it's a dinner bell. Well, I use that, and when they smell this fresh molasses, well, I think that it really triggers them. It goes throughout the woods, so. Each time that we go to a bait, we have all of our cameras on the first season, and I take this with. And if we have good detailed pictures of all the bears, then we swap it with a memory card. We have enough memory cards to where we can just, have 8 cameras, so we have 16 memory cards, swap them, and come back here, and I hand him the memory card, and we put it on the file. And each time we have everything saved on files on the computer to each bait, to each date, time, everything. So then we just, know a little bit more about what's going on at the baits.
This is a mix of granola, basically whatever you get from the factories that they don't use. Get it in big crates and just chop it up, put it in the buckets, and put it out for bait. Most people, sometimes they use meat, things like that, but this seems to work the best for bears. It really gets a smell going out there.
What I like to do, every stand's different, but this one we got a big ravine here. So I like to put this ground planes up on top of the ravine looking down. And I just, I get a bunch of branches, I zip tie everything together. I like to put a lot of cover in the back too for a backdrop so that sun doesn't beat in. And just cover everything around, do it as well as I can. And as you can see, it's a perfect shot from here. And it usually takes about a half an hour for each barn. Anyway, so I put this bait out there. I didn't have my chainsaw at the time, so I put logs about that big, decent sized logs on the pile, all right? I put it out there, buried the bait, everything. 5, 6, 7 days in a row, the bait was just wiped out. Logs were off to the sides, there wasn't anything there, all right? I put my trail camera on it for one day. I went back the next day. I can show you a picture. I had about 40 coons, of the biggest coons you ever saw in your life. For 2 days, not one bear was working that pile, nothing. So I could have very well put something out there on the September 10th and you would have watched 40 coons hunt the spot. I would never have known. I mean, that's where trail cameras come up so important. I can't believe they were moving those logs, but they're strong little buggers.
Me and my buddy Pete were up. He's from Mason, I'm from Charlotte. And, we banked our points. We're here for the first hunt, and we're really looking forward to it. Our guide is so good that he's got bear pattern coming in to baits in the morning. And normally this never happens, but we're gonna go out and give it a shot. So hopefully we can change the rule of law this morning. We'll see what happens. We've already seen 3 bear. One of them stuck its head right in the blind. Gabe had his pistol out just in case, but he swiped at him and he backed off. It was pretty cool. I'm hearing a bunch of coyotes going crazy. I don't know what they got over there or what they're doing, but they're having a blast.
Well, you don't normally go out in the morning for bears, but when you do, it can get really, really exciting. This is probably the third or fourth time I've been out in the morning for bears, but they feel very, very comfortable in the dark. We don't necessarily. It was an extremely eventful morning. We had bears around us all morning long before it got light. As we were sitting in here, we could look down at the bait and we could see the flash from his trail camera going off. So we knew there was bears on the bait. And then we had one come right up here. It sniffed around behind here, walked up here at 10 feet, walked past us, went to the bait. But when it left, it walked up and it was brushing these branches. I could reach out and it was brushing these branches and you could smell it. And it sat there and sniffed around and then it went around back behind here. And it's open back here. So I reached down and that bear came right in through here. And as it came in, I reached down I have my pistol on my hip, and that bear stuck its head in, and it sniffed my hand right here. So that's how close these bears get. I mean, it stuck its head right in there, and it sniffed my hand. I mean, his nose was probably that close to my hand, so it's right here. That's pretty close. Almost too close.
We finally got in here about, I think it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're just waiting to see what we can see. Hopefully, maybe we'll see one.
Seth sure does work hard for those bears up there in the Keweenaw Peninsula. By using trail cameras, he's able to get those bears on tape, understand when they come in during the daylight hours, and get people on them. And it's unbelievable, the success rate. Now, as is often the case, the camera isn't always with the person that takes the bear. On this hunt, every single one of the guys that was on this hunt had a chance at a bear, and some of them multiple chances. And 4 out of the 5 guys happened to take their animals. And the second hunt is going very good as well. So make sure you stay tuned over the next couple weeks, and hopefully the camera won't be a jinx again, because we've got the early antlerless season, which I'm hunting right now. We've got the youth hunt coming up next weekend, and then also we have the opener of bow season, which I'm really looking forward to. Got a couple bucks on tape that I'd really like to take with the longbow. So anyways, stay tuned over the next couple weeks. It's going to be a great show.